already said the life you want will cost you the life that you have, right? The life you want will cost you the life that you have. So the life that I'm currently living, if I want a better one, I will have to sacrifice one for the other one. And now, how many of us want to hear this? How many of us want to hear that you're going to have to stop living this life that you're currently living in order for you to get that life that you want? But a lot of us want to eat our cake and have it too. You understand? And if you want to eat your cake and have it too, then it doesn't work that way. You understand? Life doesn't really work that way. It's a sacrifice. It's one for one. It's tit for tat. You exchange. You know, even trade by barter, those olden days, you give what you have as a possession to be able to get to what you desire. You understand? So in this particular case now, if the life that I want will cost me the life that I have, you basically just have to ask yourself, is it worth the trade? Of course it's worth the trade, because it's something that you want, right? Okay, then in what way am I going to, go towards that particular path? So if I was doing XYZ if I am doing XYZ in this my current life, I have to stop doing it in order for me to live that life that I want to live. It's an exchange, right? And I'll be, for example, let's say you want to have a life where you are social, you speak with people, you're able to put yourself out there. That's the life that you want. If the life that you currently have isn't that particular thing, isn't that particular life, then you have to sacrifice it, right? A lot of us don't want to make that sacrifice. We want to just sit down, and that's where 95% of people are. You want to just sit down and wish for it, and have the dwell in the joy of the idea that, oh wow, it would be nice if I could, but then you're afraid to make that step. You have to be willing to put yourself out there if that's what you want. So that's basically what it is. The life you want will cost you the life that you currently have. It's an exchange. It's a sacrifice. It's something that you have to sacrifice for one. If I want to be fit, if I want to be strong, I have to be willing to go through that period of going to the gym, exercising, that a lot of people don't really want to do. You understand? So you just basically have to know the sacrifice you have to make and actually make that sacrifice. Because when you can make that sacrifice, then you can get that prize, because the sacrifice is the price you pay to get the prize. The sacrifice is the price you pay to get the prize. And so you have to be willing to make that sacrifice, man. You really have to. You really have to. And it's obviously you leaving your comfort zone. It's you being uncomfortable, because you're obviously going to be uncomfortable in something you're not used to. I'm comfortable in what I'm used to. You're going to be uncomfortable in what you're not used to. But if the life that you want is something you're not used to, you have to be willing to go through that uncomfortability for a period of time, until you get used to what you're previously not used to. You understand? Just like how a child, when they are first starting to walk, when a baby is first, walking, they first stumble, and they first start crawling, but then they stumble, but then they get back up again, and then they stumble, and then they get back up again. It's that same cycle. You have to be willing to do the same thing for your own life too. So I just had it in mind to speak to you guys. You guys know the life that you are living. You know the life that you want. You know the life you are currently living, and you have to know, are you willing to make that sacrifice? I hope you are willing to make that sacrifice, because that's the only way you can get that life that you want. That's basically it, man.